time to consult the journal, as per usual. Okay, what happened last time? We attempted to save the operative that had gone missing. He was dead, so instead we retrieved the relevant data and deliberated for an awfully long time before sending that data back to Cerberus. Now we've just come back, I believe. Oh, we also had the whole story about how guilt-ridden Archangel is. I can't ever remember his actual name, even though he was with us all throughout the first Mass Effect. So I just refer to him as his adopted superhero name, Archangel. God, what was it? That's gonna drive me insane. It began with G, didn't it? Did it not begin with G? Peepo Zoom, hello Kyla. Garen, it was Garen, wasn't it? Garen, I think that was it. If not, it was something similar. Garen, Archangel, Guilt, yeah. That's the short of it. So we still have free reign as to what we want to do, which feels amazing. I love non-linear progression. Don't feel particularly tied to doing one thing. My first thought was going back to Omega. Makes logical sense. Both of these are Omega. Go to Omega and find the couplings. Give the data to Arya. This is questionable. Do we trust her? Do we want to help her? Probably best to be on her good side. Oh, we have the Professor we need. He was on Omega. Mordin Solus, the Professor. So we have at least 3 things to do on Omega. I don't like the sound of the quarantine zone. Ironic, really, given real life circumstances. Yeah, I think we just go there, fuck it. Straight back to Omega. I'm so impressed with the interface changes between Mass Effect 1 and 2. It always tells you where to go. It's perfect for me because I always forget. I also really enjoy travelling around. Actually being able to see your ship and control it. Right, so there's Omega. Just 5 seconds of thought. Do we definitely want to go back here first? We don't need to go to the Citadel or anything. Yeah, I think we do. Whenever I see Omega, I think of a jellyfish. That's very similar. I forgot it was actually attached to an asteroid, and that's the topmost section. I said Garen, didn't I? It's Garrus. I was wrong. Well, shit. Yeah, Randa and Jacob. I think we're still saving. Yes, I went through this last time, I believe, it was a little while ago now. This wasn't justifiable. It's better to just save. At least that's my take on it. I think we're happy with our loadout. I think the grenade launch is probably still a bit more consistent.
Receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
Not the warmest of welcomes, really. I suppose it's still better to know than being dark. Is that guy still trying to get in? Is it the same guy?
Come on, let me in.
It is. Yeah, let's go and talk to Arya first.
Me. Oh.
Annoyed. If you were expecting me, you would
Pretty high stakes fucking pole dancing if you fall.
Arya has work for you, if you're interested.
Let's talk to him.
Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Blood Pack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
Stories.
What's Arya's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Arya.
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so. What other reason do you need?
The real reason would be nice.
People like Arya don't do things without a damn good reason. I want to hear it.
Fine, but I didn't tell you this. Got me? If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
I think I should do it. I don't think it reflects badly on me, really.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job is done.
Good luck.
Find the Patriarch in one of the side rooms downstairs. This is the lower area. There was actually a hotkey, I believe. Wonder if it was just the command HUD option.
Only 4 months left until the entertainment event of the century. Becky Burlesque. Join Bacanja Tash and his sexy sextet as they light up the afterlife and soothe the savage beasts of Omega.
Excuse me. So probably one of these. Yeah, there he is.
Don't act like you know. Just plan for the funeral normally. During the service, someone will want to set up a meeting. He's in on it with whoever killed your family. You tear off a few of his fingers, you'll find out who did this to him.
That's a lot of alphinos.
You were right to come to me. I can talk to Arya for you, Mike. No. You said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry, come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Arya's Patriarch. What do you want?
I'm already questioning the decision to help him, given what he was talking about.
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
They have multiple hearts. I didn't know that. I wonder if that's tied in with their regenerative ability. They need better, like, circulation. Presuming it's something to do with their blood. Who knows?
What made her decide to leave you alive?
You know why, but
She doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
it's a strange situation, although I can understand Arya's perspective of wanting to keep him around, because, you know, he's still useful. And also to deter anyone else from crossing her or opposing her. If you put yourself in Patriarch's shoes, and also if you consider, like, the Krogan as a race, they're very proud. You wouldn't be able to turn your back on him, would you? Because he's obviously going to want revenge regardless. Having said that, maybe there's some degree of, like, honor if you're a Krogan and you're, like, defeated on equal terms. I don't know. I suppose you always need to be watching your back, though, on Omega. It's full of criminals and questionable characters.
Rumor has it some people want you dead. Know anything about that?
Oh, I could think of a few. I know things. Old secrets, old grudges. Few floors you can dig up to find bodies underneath. Someone who wanted to weaken Arya might come after me. They do it to get to her, you see. Not for me. I don't matter enough anymore to have enemies of my own.
It's very sad, touching.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
Well, fair enough. I suppose we just get on with it and tell him he has to GTFO. Oh, by the way, Kyler, I should probably mention this. I don't know if you've used Streamlabs recently. A, there was like a really big update. And B, mine just crashed out of nowhere. It was like when I first launched it. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm hoping it's working okay now. Yeah, it wasn't great. From what I can see, it's fine, but it is a nightmare, you're not wrong.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
What kind of Krogan are you? See, this is what I mean. How strong can your allegiance ever possibly be to somebody that pretty much kills you, if we're being honest? If you're a Krogan, if you can no longer defend yourself or fight, and you're humiliated, you're not going to have a strong allegiance with that person. Surely. I can see that, Kyla. It's understandable. I'm just extremely lazy. The idea of like learning how to navigate other software.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
No. You remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command. Not just Arya's trophy.
You could be my Trent, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again.
Find the thugs in or near Afterlife and kill them on behalf of the Patriarch. What's the Patriarch going to hiding in another way? Well, we found another way. So I think that was kind of the crux of the whole deal. So the way I was looking at it was, okay, Krogan's humiliated. You can't possibly turn your back on him. Have him as an advisor after beating him within an inch of his life and kind of like emasculating him. But the thing is, assassinating somebody, like killing somebody when their back's turned, as a Krogan is probably so dishonorable. Maybe. So maybe that's why he can be quote-unquote trusted by Arya. Right, so we need to find the thugs. In or near? Wonder how we're gonna do that. I need to like double check. There was definitely a keybind to track your objective. Because I'm not seeing it, I think it was just the command hub key. am curious how we're going to find them. There's no option. I was hoping he was going to say something along the lines of, "Can I get you anything?" And I'd reply, "Yeah, a bunch of assassins, please." Gonna have one more look on this level. Definitely not going to watch the dances. Oh, brilliant, we found.
Out of our way, human.
You here for Patriarch?
What if we are? You gonna do something about it?
They look pretty formidable. I don't like the proximity going on.
Patriarch sent us. Said to do whatever it takes.
Your Patriarch's Grant? I wasn't aware the old man had one.
You
And-
should have done your homework.
Nice. Reminds me, time to save. That could have gone very differently. Wonder if they probably killed him because he was guarding the door. It's through here. Oh, it leads back up, does it? This leads to the marketplace. So our vocabulary is growing. A Krant is like a Krogan representative in battle.
Just plan for
I
the
guess.
funeral normally. Killed them all. And everyone knows that the Patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
I'm not gonna say don't waste this. I'm not going to like stir things on Omega.
Take care, Patriarch.
For the first time, I like that name. By the way, be careful with Arya. She will approve of what you've done, I think. But not of you altering the balance of Omega. I think it reminds her too much of herself.
I have absolutely no interest of controlling Omega. 7 Paragon for that. 7. It's huge. I think that's the most I've seen from one action.
20 colony victory crews. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
Arya wants to speak with you. She heard you took on the Blood Pack assassins yourself. I wouldn't keep her waiting.
Okay, is that a good or a bad thing?
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant.
Patriarch has more influence than you thought.
I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done. Do you need something else?
I must admit, I was pretty short-sighted with how we went about doing that. Maybe we should have just, you know, clear cut, do what she tells us to. It's the end of it.
Archangel. They were coming for you next.
Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
Wait, what? It's been out of nowhere.
What's the catch?
No catch, I don't need it, and I don't want it to go to waste. Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
It's mine to deal with. That's the most conspicuous wording. Whatever I find is mine to deal with, okay. What kind of giant abomination are we gonna find?
Sounds like you and Patriarch have a history.
Our history is Omega's history. Long, bloody, and always ending in my favor. The details are complicated. When I arrived, Omega was lawless, a land of opportunity. I built alliances and destroyed the fools who wouldn't get in line, which was most of them. But Patriarch, he was something different. A powerful friend.
This is pretty much restating things we've already heard, but you never know. Might be some new information buried there.
I'm surprised you were ever anything but rivals.
We were allies for 100 years. I suppose he decided that was long enough. Wasn't a surprise when he turned. He controlled the muscle, my people contributed more subtle action. Espionage, politics, assassination. Fortunately for me, his men had become accustomed to certain benefits of working with Asari.
Superior intel? Assassination?
That's cute. No, I took advantage of certain skills my people try to downplay. Patriarch's men abandoned him in droves. In the end, we fought face to face on this very spot. The toughest fight of my life. But of course I won.
Patriarch doesn't sound like something an Asari would come up with.
I found it humorous. He wanted power, and we pretended he had it with a word that doesn't exist for my people. I eventually found a certain respect for the title and the man.
So you kept him around as a trophy?
I did. A trophy and an example. Whenever someone thought about taking
Just a
me
quick
on,
shot
I
of
pointed
Miranda's
them to
ass there,
Patriarch.
because why not?
Dignity is one of the few commodities not available on Omega.
Certainly seems like that's the case.
Interesting, but let's move on.
Do you need something else?
No, I think we're fine. I suppose we should ask about Morden first. Morden Solus?
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
Sorry,
The
Solus.
Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague
Yeah, we've
victims
heard
in the
this.
quarantine. I always liked Morden. He's as... If you really need to find him, take a shuttle.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
I might. I kinda want the smuggled cargo, to be honest. Like now. It's treasure hunting, that sounds amazing. I mean, I could go and get it, it just means I'm leaving.
Come on, let me in.
They're Valcor, right? They're right.
Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Say it. No, it just says
We're
bounce.
expecting you. You be inside.
Goodbye, Valcor. Wait, is this... Why am I going here? What am I doing? I thought the transportation was here. I was wrong. Yeah, well, I mean, that is the, says that's where the transport is. Did I just miss it? I'm so terrible at navigating, it's not even funny. Guess we can't go there. Could have sworn, like, we need to get to the quarantine zone. And I thought we did that from here. Very confused.
Ari's expecting me.
Curious. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something here. I think there's transportation from here somewhere. It's the only way we can get to the quarantine zone, I believe. It's the transport. Tyler, help me out. Where the fuck is the transport? Is this just like not usable? There's nothing here. Oh well, shit. Maybe we do leave the planet. Lower section. Maybe I need to select it. Let's check the marketplace for the couplings. Maybe we'll find something pertaining to the quarantine area.
End it not. Humans. Blight on galactic purity. You, sir. You are a blight.
What a
You
dick.
And you.
Did
Playing
nothing
is
wrong.
pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
Oh, it's
You can't
here.
keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor,
Okay.
lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
I'll remember that.
End. End it not.
Has pled guilty to tax evasion. He is in custody pending sentencing.
I wonder if this will be my favourite store on Omega.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage
That
cheaper
cigar.
than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Couplings, where are the couplings? Oh, we could get another model ship for our room. Let's do it. M490 Blackstorm. The Blackstorm Gravitational Singularity Projector, some helpful. Is the brainchild of weapon designer Eli Wegner. Wegner's team created a weapon that could elevate target particles of matter to near infinite mass. A gravitational singularity, so it creates a small black hole. This is very cheap for something that creates black holes. Early designs were dangerously unstable. For 5,000, I reckon we'd buy it. I mean, it looks cool. It's still in my, like, mind. I can't shake it. That cache Arya told us about, I feel like that was in response to us disturbing the balance of the hierarchy on Omega. I think she wants us gone now. I reckon that's an ambush. I don't think there's any treasure. I'm still not entirely certain how these technological upgrades stack, if they're, like, unlimited. Doubles the time limit for hack. That sounds really good. 30,000, but the most difficult thing on this game for me so far has been hacking. I will be honest though. Do you know what's better than this hack module? Reloading saves. And that's free, so... Terminus armor is environmentally sealed with an independent air supply for use in space and extreme planetary conditions. Its onboard microframe computer runs... I got distracted because I noticed there are 3 benefits to it, and I have no idea what's... Storm speed. Is that just speed in harsh... yeah, harsh environments and storms? Is this only in planetary conditions, though? Yeah, so... 12k. I kind of want to save currency. It's a tough one because reserve ammunition is a concern with the sniper rifle. But I'm not entirely certain how this works. If 2 of those benefits occur like all the time, or if it's just in harsh conditions. That sounds good. Take that. It's cheap as well. I think 2 of these apply all the time. How big is 15% shielding? No idea. Nah, alright.
Commander Shepard, he uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the
It's us.
and died in the final days of the fight. Or did he? Witnesses report seeing him alive on Omega. Need companionship, but want something.
That's a bit creepy. We're being clawed out in real time.
Cat and us relationships was created with one purpose: to connect
Do
lonely
you
clients with a
have the
lifelong
cup?
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
Convince me to shop it.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Nice.
You're back. You must have seen
We
something
got
you
a
liked.
discount. Couplings? Whoa. Blood dragon armor, that looks cool as hell. Originally created for Earth's Urban Combat Championship League, the set of armor has undergone as much or more field testing than those of modern militaries. It uses a unique proprietary power cell that costs as much as an EUCC rookie's contract. Fair enough. Increases power damage. So just damage you do with powers, I'm guessing. Wait, I'm going to read this because I just saw it was talks about the elusive man. The armor's microfilm computer adapts to any top-tier Omni tool, kinetic barrier, or biotic amp, giving breathtaking and error-free performance. The chest and shoulder pieces bears the logo of the Edmonton Blood Dragons, and the inside of the armor bears the signatures of the entire team. When and how the elusive man got his hands on the armor is unknown. Several of the signatures bear messages such as expletive, the Geth, so fuck the Geth, and Shepherd get well soon. We need to get this, because it says Shepherd get well soon on it. Can we equip our squad mates? Because this is really nice for Miranda. That's going to boost overload damage by 15%. I'm going to get this just because it has a message to us specifically on it. More shield regen delay reduction, not interesting. Titillating alien magazine. Why does the game do this to me? 50k for a sniper rifle upgrade. That's too much. It's too expensive. I'm not spending 50k. More storm speed, that's trash. I say it's trash, we're gonna probably like end up spending an hour walking around in a storm now. Still no cop players though. Can we like change our equipment? No, we can't, we need to be on our shit. Thought so. Only 2 stores? No, there is another one over here. Other side then. I can, how are you?
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harry.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why would we pay his way? How much are we talking?
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits
that's
to pay
nothing.
my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can
We're so
finally continue
nice.
on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
We just like take what the what's left in the store now. Damn, we can't. Hey, the coupling's brilliant. That's what we needed. Oh, that's a cool looking weapon. What the hell? A 3-barreled Geth weapon fires miniature but potent cluster rounds of superconducting projectiles. It has a longer range than standard shotguns. I'd hope so. 2-stage trigger system allows for either quick-fire capacitors or a charge and release attack to electrify the projectiles as they exit the weapon. As the rounds hit the target, they fragment and electricity arcs between the pieces, flash converting the air to conductive plasma. The resulting impact heat and electrical charge overloads shields and barriers and causes massive trauma to an armored target. Wait, shields, barriers, unarmored. So it's only weak against armor. Yeah, we'll get that. A semi-automatic rifle effective against armor, shields, and barriers. See, what I'm thinking, weapons like this, it's only weak against unarmored. So then you just use incendiary ammo, which I believe was good against unarmored. I'm just going to buy weapons that are cheap, because I think the more options available, like, the better. It's super expensive for this, but it's 15% heavy weapon capacity. 75,000 for 10% health. Yeah, I think we're done here. Oh, we just got 10 Paragon for buying his ticket out to him. Okay, well, I'm gonna save, and then we'll see if you actually are going to tear my face. I doubt it, somehow.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
We not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Okay.
This fiscal year, the Foundation never recovered from a deadly attack by
Fair
bionic
enough.
extremists on one of its medical centers 2 years ago. Later today, we interview Counselor Anderson, the tireless former soldier.
We're actually next to the afterlife again, I can hear the music.
Tune in and find out what the man behind Commander Shepard's rise to fame thinks is the greatest threat to intergalactic stability.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Protesters have again attempted to extinguish.
Much we didn't miss anything around here. I don't think we did.
Authorities issued warnings, but Admiral Hackett asked that no arrests be made.
Wait, where are you going? This leads back to the afterlife. Right, quarantine zone time, I guess.
Explorer ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouettes strongly resemble ancient wreckage. The few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that rapidly retreated.
Ooh, nice view.
Council has pledged a full
Yeah, repent, got it. Do it later.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't